My country, there's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana.
I love Guyana.
Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I
call home. Morning, morning, morning. Morning to all of you, all my Livewire people. Good morning to you. It's a lovely morning. It is it's a lovely morning. I'm so happy to be here with you. I must say to you guys that some mornings I do get up and I don't have the energy that is needed. But listen, sometimes you have to use the coffee or the energy drink, or the people of Guyana, they do not disappoint. Special good morning to Mr. Anand Gangadin, my former teacher there at APS. Morning to everybody on the live. Morning to persons across the diaspora. Morning to persons across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. I am imploring all those who are here currently, kindly share the video. Kindly share the video. Y'all gonna have friends who going to want to see this show today. Right? Share the video for me. Right? So morning to everybody. Morning to the persons in the comment section as well. Guys, I'd like you to join me in wishing happy birthday to Mr. Deshaun Abrams. He is an avid watcher of the show. He is here literally every morning. And if he's not, only like 1 and 2 mornings he misses. He offers information. He's a general all-around good person. So please join me in wishing Mr. Deshaun Abrams happy birthday. Coming from Zoe, your wife, the newborn, the littles, and the Abrams. Happy birthday to you, brother. I hope you have a wonderful day. Continue being I threw on this light yesterday, and this light flickering now. I swear. Anyway, Deshaun, have a wonderful day. Enjoy your birthday. Another year around the sun. You have been contributing to the development of your country. I know you as an individual who takes care of your family, and I wish you nothing but happiness and blessings on your birthday. Have a wonderful day, champ. Right? That aside, any Lachman, Balwant Danraj, Rajendra Singh, Wazim Nabi, morning to you, Philip Gunraj, Rahim Amarali, Narayan Singh, Prem Prashad, Joseph Sutar, Bud Suknanan, Jonah Bijan, Ganesh Bharat, Eunice Raghuveer, special good morning to you. Special morning to Rita as well. Sarah Mosley, morning to you. Jamila Kayum, Ella Bagmati, Gita Prasad, Leslie Mongol, morning to you. Ricky Nat, Nadia, morning. Krishna Diodat, Ganesh Samlal, Rose, Philip Diabru, Ion Bipa. I can't wait to get to this day for you. Look. Raji Maraj, Umar Sharif, Narayan Singh, Ram Narayan Singh, Derek Drupal, Zoe, the birthday boy wife, morning to you. Leslie Mongol, morning to you. Philip Diablo, Gita Prasad. Deshaun, well, I see you here, so at least I know you hear the greetings. Big up yourself, buddy, on your birthday. Gita Prasad, Persad Patti, morning to you. Richard Aklu, morning to you. Rajendra Mahiz, Mazu Inshan, Alan Khan, Pushram Kishore, Sitas Chitra Sukraj, Neil Ramlokan, Salome Henry Jagdio, Shelly Mangar, morning to you. Michael, morning. Shakila Khan, Sunil Batulal, morning to you. Pam, morning to you and Trevor. Jasoda Bodram Kish Kamish Jaikaran, morning to you. Yeah, call these people already. Jerry Gomes, morning to you. Chris, Lance Henry, Kamish, yeah, call you already. Richard Munsami, morning to you. Nirmala Allen joining us from Barbados. Ronald Jones, big up yourself. Shabi Raj Sugrim. Jagnerine Edwards, morning. Maria, morning. Well, look happy birthdays you get here, Deshaun. What story is this? Hey, y'all better celebrate me like this. Y'all better. Here, all we going by Deshaun late for the party. Big party. Anyway, let me get into it. Everybody, morning. I ain't got time to waste. So, my intention this morning when I got up was to discuss with you a little bit about the 126 roads that the government has improved across the capital city. I was going to share that with you. I was also going to be discussing with you the allegations of corruption and, with land deals made against one of the opposition MPs. But friends, we're setting all of that aside. And we are going to go to a little village on the East Bank named Mocha. Right? We're going to Mocha. I just happened to scroll across this video, and the fact that some people may not be as popular on Facebook, it's not going to come across your timeline. Nevertheless, have no fear. Courdel is here. Special good morning to Jane from St. Martin. Courdel is here. So, people, I want to take you into Mocha. I want to show you the fact that Maconians are not buying into the foolishness that people like this guy here at the top of the screen, him and his team, would go to these villages and try to promote. They're not on board with it anymore. People realize their situation, people want change, and people realize that they're not going to get it from an APNU, AFC, PNC administration. You understand? All the persons that you will see in this video this morning are Guyanese who would have been in these same exact areas 2015 to 2020. Nothing done to advance their lives. Nothing done to make their lives better. But ways best, as the people call her in the village, will run to the new road and holler, oh, people's lives disrupted. Oh, they can't do this, they can't do that. I was so happy to see Maconians standing up and speaking out against the terrible management of their village by the PNC. Shall we begin? Yes, we shall. Let's go. Not to give you some context, this is a squatting area. This is a squatting area at the back of Mocha. Just the other day, Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister, Kwame McCoy, Minister of Local Government and Regional Development, Minister Prague, they were in there, walking the community, looking at roads to get done, along with the roads that they already did. Right? The government is working to regularize, don't let me say regularize, I think some of them got moved. But they're working to make these squatters actual landowners in the right way. Right? Let's play the video and you hear the kind of representation Nima flew best, the waste of a chairman of the Mocha NDC give to these people here. You understand? Y'all look.
Yeah, so these people living. You see between this jungle? You see this? You see? People.
This is the kind of thing that Nima flew best wanted to continue along the Heroes Highway. Few of the persons who were living there had proper structures. The rest is where they knock up together, similar to what you're seeing here. And mind you, I'm not talking long about where the people live in. That is not the point. The point is, well, yeah, I'm gonna see. Let me play.
People choose to live like this, are You see the bush there? Watch. You saw people living?
Squatting, you know, illegal squatting. The government came to this area and they're trying to either regularize or move persons onto lots, get them out of this illegality, get a title in their hand, give them something of substance. None of this was proffered to these people 2015 to 2020 by the same Nemo flu waste that lives in that community. Right? So she couldn't go and make no representation to Granger, Harmon, Valda, nobody in relation to Mocha Arcadia, regularizing people. Ferguson, Patterson, how many ever housing ministers they had? She couldn't make no representation. Now things are getting done. These Van Skinnermites running in the back there to make themselves stupid. And the people are not having it. Let me go. I'm glad I'll be sitting in the top corner there watching too. I'm glad he's here to see. So again, for those who just joining the live, this is a squatting area, the back of Mocha, which the current administration is either trying to regularize or get persons onto legitimate lots, right? They're cleaning up the area there. The residents in the area, the squatting area, complain about snakes and all kind of thing crawling out of the trenches at them. So the government decided to clean up the area so it would look proper. We get into the point. Let me go.
Not we have to contact nobody. These people ever come and saw y'all living behind here? You sure that the big snake was about the place? All right, these people.
So who you're seeing on the screen here, these three worries, these three wastes, these three people who live in Mocha but have no legacy in Mocha. Well, name a few best does, and we can come to that. But a chairman who has no brain, a complete empty space between his ears, and councillors on the PNC side that have done nothing, whether it be drainage, roads, garbage collection, parapet maintenance, nothing they get done there in Mocha. But guess what? They can charge people to use the tractor trailer to move a little mud to build up the yard, and charge people to use all these things given to them by the government, you know. Then buy it with no NDC money. The NDC then generate the funds, and then they say, well, okay, we're going to buy this. Subvention from the government, giving them stuff, get stuff done. And something simple like that, maintaining the drainage in the farm, in the areas there in Mocha. Nothing, again, nothing. So this wretch, Nima Flubes, the wretch of a chairman and the councillor decide to visit this area because the government cleaning up and trying to tell the people that the people now got to go through them to get their house lot from the government. Foolishness, nonsense. Y'all don't work 1,000. Get away from here, Nemo. You and your two worries that you got walking behind you. Listen again, people. Y'all listen.
We never contact nobody because MP Best, she said, don't the minister when they come in, they must contact the NEC. They don't have to contact nobody. The NEC drop under the government. But let them charge the government. Let y'all ever see the chairman before? A councillor before, MP Best behind me before? They ever come and they saw y'all living? You ever see that before?
You see the lady? You see the lady? You see the lady? They're living in there. They are living in there, people. Just a second, folks. Right. So they are living in there. I'm sorry, somebody message. They are living in there. Y'all understand why I'm showing y'all? They are living in their MP worries best. The chairman and the councillor who now go into the squatting area. You see the people who live in there turn and say, no, we don't see them. They don't come. They don't come. Now that the government is moving forward to make these people's life better, BAPS, the compound, presenting in the people village, they want to see you got to go through them. A set of foolishness. A set of foolishness. I was so happy this community decided to stand up for itself. Nemo Flu Best is a waste, has nothing to offer, Moko. The chairman of the NDC is a bigger piece of... The chairman of the NDC is literally where it's going to sit on the toilet and let out and flush away. That is the chairman of the NDC. A hot steaming piece of... Right? So you listen here again to the videographer and the people on the ground. Have you ever seen the chairman in the back here? Have you ever seen MP Best? Have you ever seen the councillor? No, they don't come and visit their own people. And these are the same people that vote for them. Because the NDC in Mocha is controlled by the PNC people. You understand me? Controlled by the PNC. So they still ain't got no interest in their constituents. A lot like the capital city councillors that there on the PNC side. Listen again to what the woman asks and look at the reaction of the squatter in relation to seeing MP Flu Best and them coming to check on their welfare, the chairman or the council. Listen.
He said, don't even minister them in the coming, they must contact the NEC. They don't have to contact nobody. The NEC drop under the government. But let the charge the government. Let y'all ever see the chairman before?
That's the chairman.
Before MP Best before? They ever come here and they saw y'all ever? You ever see them before? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know.
Guyanese are now speaking out. Afro Guyanese don't care about being on the PNC bandwagon. People want progress. People want things in their life. People like things. Nice things. And you can't achieve nice things under the leadership of these morons. You can't. They cannot even pretend. Comrade, sorry. Mr. Williams, I will send the video to you as soon as this live is over. As soon as this live is over. This vagabond, Nemo Flu Best. Right? So could you imagine all she talk on she show how the government, what? Infiltrating the village and the government, this and the blah, blah, blah. She don't even infiltrate the village. She don't infiltrate the village far enough to see the struggles of the squatters in the back of Mocha. You understand me? So I was absolutely happy that persons challenged these street worries on their first visit to the squatting area there.
They never come before. They never come before.
Look,
They never ever come and see. And I was so surprised that MP Best, the trouble, but tell the lemon all over. And they never come and see how people live in Bay. Yeah.
The woman, I see Ral Blackman on this live. Let me get his phone here in case Ral call. Ral is long I trying to get you on an encounter, brother. Like put his phone in front of me. And look around saying, caused by land displacement. Ral, if today is the day you gonna call and I want to hear your views and your arguments and logic behind a lot of the nonsense that you proffer in the comment section here, right? But I got the phone in front of my face. Let me put the number on the screen just in case you decide to. It's running there. Yeah, I missed your call the other day. I did apologize. It wasn't my fault. So you hear what the young lady said? Could you believe that MP Flu Best would leave? She would leave Mocha that got all of this going on, and this wretch gone to Port Brown and talking about who dumping and who dumping and who dumping in the ground when she husband and others collect 20-something million to build a ground and only build a fence. This woman running to all over the place she running, not in Mucka, not in her own community. I think I showed y'all the video when she was in port, talking about dumping in the field and the ground ain't done and this ain't done. And she husband buy one set of big truck and all kind of thing, got big cement block making place in Mucka, not even employing Maconian, according to what I was told. One said Venezuelans working there. One said Venezuelans working there, according to the information that was shared with me. Allegedly, one set of Venezuelans she got working there in Mucka at your cement place. You understand me?
You go on behind the bush. Tell people living. I don't listen to stupid talk. Because this man never had time with nobody. He never had time with nobody. If you had to come and see empty bush. No, if you had to come and see empty bush, you would have said something. You are sure them snakes with the people out in the dry on the rooftop. You don't know people's got you behind it. People do not got you easy behind it. You understand?
People don't go too easy thing by collecting people money.
People don't go too easy thing or because you also collect people money from the 29 men there for build one gate. Like you also collect 29 million dollars for build one gate. Like you also collect people $1 million and up to now the ground can't finish.
Y'all hear from the horse's mouth itself. So don't worry with what Courdel tell you. You listen to the Maconians. Listen to the Maconians talk about the low-life behavior of some of the members of parliament. Low-life behavior. You understand? So the community knows about the monies Flubest husband collect to build this place. Oh gosh, Ral, thank you. Let me answer you right now. Ral, morning, champ.
Good morning, how are you?
Not too bad. Glad to finally get to hear from you.
But I've made, as you know, I've made several attempts.
And I've acknowledged all of them.
For those who are calling me a keyboard warrior, I have nothing to hide.
Oh.
I'm very happy to have a calm intellectual or also intellectual discussion.
Great. Ral, before we jump in, what are your thoughts on the squatting situation in this country? Is it something that you support? Is it something that you believe if it is illegal, portions should not engage in it and there should be repercussions?
Like everything else, the issue with Ghana is an issue of fairness. If we determine the squatting is legal, let's do it. Let's apply the law fairly and equally. As we know, there are other sides of the country. The squatting exists without interference.
Stop, Ral. Hold right there, Ral. Hold right there. Give us an example where other parts of the country where squatting exists without any interference. Give us an example of where.
On the East Coast.
Ral.
Ral.
Hold. We can't make broad, wide statements. Hold, Ral. The East Coast is a very long area. The government would have dealt with squatting in Annandale, Enmore, and I think they got one other village. So persons who are moved from Annandale shorefront, from squatting there on the government's reserve, they were not regularized. They were moved from there, sir. So again, I'm giving you examples of squatting on the East Coast with that were not regularized, but were.
I'm not sure why you're making that point, because I strongly suggest that you're making my point. All I'm saying is we must apply fairness. There have been numerous cases where it has been regularized, and when it's not regularized, they've offered them. In fact, let's use the Mucka example. And as you know, I don't live in Ghana, so I can only go by. Well, I'm there frequently as well. We just saw the house that in Mucka. It was Mucka. Yes, I think it was Mucka that they offered. They offered the one East Indian person lots of money, rented a house for him, and is building a house for him.
Ral.
Nothing good. But it is not. Well, if you want to tell me that's not true, tell me that's not true.
Ral, you're saying that the government built or rented a house for an East Indian person who was squatting in Mocha, and it's bigger than the other houses that the other Maconians were offered? That's what you're saying?
No. Sorry, correction. And I like to state the draw. This was reclaimed land. Reclaimed land to build the road. Sorry, I'm just pointing out the
Hold, Ral. Hold. You're saying it's reclaimed land. Who? I don't understand that.
The government was buying back land, and they offered the East Indian guy who had an empty house, and I don't remember the exact, but quadruple the amount that they've offered the African. And I'd be happy to say.
Ron, could you send it now so I could put it on the screen so everybody could see it? Could you send it to me now, please?
I can't because
you're on the call.
But I will send it to you before the morning is out. I'd be happy to.
What, Ron? But could I just respond to that before you continue?
Let me extrapolate that because we don't need to deal with the minutia. We need to deal with it in its organic totality. Let me give you another example of unfair and discriminatory treatment. Why isn't Critic not lodging his firearm?
Sir, first of all, if you're okay with the procedure, Critic was not at the station. Critic asked to go to the police station and then hand over his firearm.
No, I was informed by, and you can go to my thread by a PPP supporter that his firearm was not taken.
So on what grounds was the firearm supposed to be taken? Critic was allegedly assaulted by somebody. He brandished the firearm. He didn't fire it or anything.
This is why we can't have a discussion. We don't need to be disingenuous. We do not need to be disingenuous for soul as a firearm holder. If you involve it in a confrontation, that firearm should be lodged until the investigation is over.
Was the firearm a part of the confrontation?
Sorry. Did you? Roll.
I am asking you this. Sir. Right? Because you talking a lot. If I could just rebut.
Absolutely.
We're talking about Critic. So Critic.
First of all, let me correct that because Critic is just an example. I'm talking about unfair treatment. That's what I'm talking about.
But you use Critic as an example, sir.
Exactly, but oh Jesus Christ! But I'm the least concerned, but the insignificant.
Well, okay. Don't let me talk about Critic. Let me go back to the squatting stuff that you talk about. But this Indian man.
The examples. So what we're discussing is unfair practices, not an insignificant idiot like Critic.
Yeah, but
we're talking about unfair practices.
I could talk now.
Please go ahead.
So, Raul, we're talking about unfair practices. So you're claiming that there's somebody that was in the Mocha area that was treated unfairly. The Afro-Guyanese were treated unfairly in comparison to an Indo-Guyanese who had a lot there and sold it. Raul, who is this Indo-Guyanese that you're talking about? And do you have this information to share with us now?
I've already committed and you're welcome to embarrass me if I don't. I've already committed that I will send you shortly after I get off the phone. I'm not sure why we go through this rhetorical practice.
Raul, I'm trying to understand what you're saying and also establish that some of the stuff that you're saying is. Raul, I'm running this program because I still got to talk about Mocha, but I was very interested in getting you on the phone. So that is why I'm coming off of my program to discuss this with you. You understand? I just want to make one thing clear. It normally ends at 9. No, I won't talk to you now. Raul. I'm asking you a simple question before you send the documents. This Indian person that you were talking about, was the person a squatter or a landowner?
I just said it was a landowner.
So the squatter and the landowner, you are equating as equal? It's a simple question, Raul. Are you equating the person who went through the process and owned land as equal? Raul, is a simple question I'm asking you. If you, am I the same as you if I squat on some land and you own some land?
I am asking you, allow me to please, what I'm equating under parallel to drawing is discriminatory practices based on race. If you can't get that, then
Raul, how could it be a discriminatory practice based on race? Because the Indian man owned his property, brother?
You know, perhaps I have a tendency to speak fast, and you're not getting me. So let me speak particularly slowly so you understand the point I'm making.
Wow.
The point I'm making is that when it comes to equity, it's not fair. It's partisan based on race. In the case of squatting, I've pointed out to you that when even regularized or even if they've offered them other things, just like it did with the market did in when the writers broke it down and the Mitai guy or whatever he has got large sums of money. The point I'm making is
those people at the market owned or rented those stores, or they were squatting there selling?
Oh, Jesus.
Raul, your logic is seriously flawed, sir. Because you cannot compare somebody who owns property to somebody who's squatting and say, well, the Indian guy got a better deal. The Indian guy owned his land according to you.
And so does everyone around him. All the Afro-Ghanaians around him own their land.
Sir.
They own the land, but they're being offered.
Sir, how could this, you just said the squatters own, how could squatters own land if they're squatters, sir? The mere fact that you're labeling them as squatters, they don't own the land.
Are you really that desperate to make this point? I'm making two separate points, all addressing the issue of fairness. The reclaimed land that they're buying back from people, but everybody owns their land, but they've offered the Indo-Guyanese 4 times the amount, renting a fancy house for him and building a house for him.
Raul, I'm saying,
they all own their land.
Raul, I'm saying,
you can be desperate and try to hang on to this.
Raul, the only desperate person here is you, because you don't even want to approach your argument with logic. How could somebody, Raul, how could I want the same amount of money as you if Raul Blackman own a piece of land and I come and squat next to Raul? How in heaven's name I could want the same amount of money as Raul and I don't own the land? That's why thinking was stupidness, you telling me, brother?
You can scream because that's the only thing you have going.
Sir, it's not about screaming. I could speak as softly as you. Your point is still stupid. If you own land, Raul, how could I, whether I am black, Indian, Amerindian, white, come and say that I want you or the government to pay me the same amount of money as you who would have paid for your land? You're saying that the persons in Moko own the land as well. Are you talking about the Granger COI that would have established as ancestral land? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the ownership that you're speaking of?
You know what?
Oh my God, you can't even answer the question. Raul, I feel like this was a complete waste of my time. I thought you'd have had better arguments. I thought you would have been able to defend your points. But at this point, my viewers asked me to hang up on you because you ain't saying nothing here that makes you definitely sound like somebody who is becoming slightly senile over time. Because if you own a car and I go and steal a car, how could I sell the car at a price that you who own a car and got the documents for it for? I have no documents in the vehicle. So I am contrasting something else to you because you seem not to understand the simplest of things. But have a good day. I will agree to disagree with you. Have a good day, sir. That is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. So could you imagine Raul is talking about discrimination against Afro-Guyanese. Discrimination against Afro-Guyanese. And Raul's point is, he knows some Indian man who owned, mind you, The Indian man owned the land. This is raw story. The Indian man owned the land, and the government buy this land from this man, rent some place for this man stay, and building a new house for this man. I wonder if you can send the documents or the article that speaks to this. Y'all, look, on a serious note, what the hell? Some people for real? Could y'all believe that? Raw want somebody who's squatting get the same amount of money that the person who legitimately got title and transport for the land? In which world are making sense? Which world are making sense? What was the other point he make? Somebody stupidously thought it. Bro, look. I will say again, some of the persons from the diaspora are seriously misled. Seriously misled. And oh gosh, Raul said the people were owners of the land. The squatters were owners of the land. If you are calling them squatters, how could they be owners of the land if that's the words you're using? You call them squatters, so I asked him, is the COI he talking about? That claim to establish this land as ancestral land. So my point is, why not did Granger, why they didn't make it official? Do some document, gazette it that is ancestral land. Carla, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Bye. I run into Raul. It's crazy. This to be crazy.
My boy was called all the time. That's my boy. My boy named Vishal, no?
Yeah, Vishal. I ain't hear from Vishal in a while.
Long time for a while. Don't bother with the guy. After the bother like he might make you lose your faith. Don't bother with the guy. This guy have no information about nothing. He's not actually hearing where we in America. And most of them have been in America. They're talking about this country and they're in a rich, they live in a racial country.
Yeah.
They live in a racial country. If a white man tell them run, they gotta run. You understand me? So don't bother with him. Don't waste your time on him. Don't waste your time on him at all. You got better than that. You got better things to do than that. And I know you better than that. So don't bother with that stupid ass.
I got you, brother. Got you.
Don't bother with him, man. You know, this is what I tell you, this gives me the impression that if black people win, Indians will suffer when they hear some these black people talk.
Bro.
I tell you, Indians will suffer how they talk. Everything is black, Indians, black. Come on, for the man. Come on, for the whoever informing them with a lot of nonsense. I've got them. Yesterday I saw your show. This girl went with she didn't have a church service. She had a political
Yes. You're right.
That was a church service. That was a political meeting. Don't tell you these people the mind warped. This going to talk, I don't know what they're talking
Hold on, Carlo, hold on. Viewers, this is the guy I was telling you all yesterday who had called me about the water issue in South. And that is when I made the contrast that indeed there's a possibility that forces could be sabotaging this thing. What is water, electricity? Go ahead, Carlo.
Yeah, because up to the idea that the shot blackout, and we had to wait 2 hours before we get water.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's in North Longville itself. They got South Longville and they got North Longville.
Right.
But it's in North, like I don't know, even the pump, if you go down the pump or somebody got to pump to put down back the pump, I don't know. But it goes on all the time, brother. And I know people listen to this program. Once the authorities listen to this program. And I think they should do something.
I did raise it to the minister, and they're looking in to see what is the reasoning behind the long
I don't know.
return of the water.
Come again. You see, a hard message. Exactly what they're talking about. Cases for the PNC in the court, is for the PPP in the court, it's take a long time. What happened to the first case with the election story? No, I'm trying at all. If the lady is sick, if she's pregnant or something, I think the chancellor should assign another magistrate.
Yeah, well,
but the aim is that let prolong the way they're going to win the election and they're going to just drop it like that. I think that is the aim. I think that is the aim. The case where it teaches them concerning the salary or whatsoever, don't try and neither. Don't even hear nothing but that.
The thing with what?
The case where it teaches them with a strike.
Oh, the salary thing. Yeah, they sometimes they take a little while to come up in the court.
You need to for a long time. Look the cases before Mr. Jackson and Nigel Yu's wife. And Nigel Yu's wife's case come up already before the.
Yeah, but that was in the works a little while, you know. The waiting for that was in the works a little while.
But this one really teaches them the cases for the PPP just take very long, but it's long. Well,
yeah.
Why it got to take long? Why it got to years?
Yeah.
Look at the story with Trump in America with the set or eating. With people come from the places. Some people don't get jail and everything already. People don't get jail and everything already.
Yeah, the December, January 6th, yeah.
And if they want to see the whole thing is Jones is that they can't run from the truth. It's facing them. They don't know how to try the case.
Right.
Because truth facing them. So they're doing all kind of jiggling and pokery for just to let the case run, and if they win election, they drop the case. I see that.
Well,
and I tell you, a lot of sabotage going on right now in this government with the AP and you people. I'm telling you, a lot of sabotage. Water, light. Look at Linden. Linden can't get water until now. I'm putting all the blame on the government. My brother, these are things you got to look at.
Yeah.
These are things you got to look at, my brother.
But
the talk is around the place. Oh, Nigel Hughes doing good for them. Nigel Hughes is. Oh, Nigel Hughes. Man, my brother, look, there's so much things to talk about that I can't remember all I want to tell you.
Call me back on Friday.
All right, I want keep back your time, man. Have a good day, man.
Good, you too, brother.
Anyway, don't fight yourself down with them type of people, though. No, I say something with Moko. I say so. People bruising out. They do the bruising out, man. I get watching.
Nemo flew best and the chairman. They finally make it down into the squatting area after the government come there and trying to get the people started out.
Okay, them people is crass. Them people is crass, all of them. I don't do destiny that you use all of them is crass. All they want to do is get in there to use up the money more.
Right.
That's what they want to do. They have the interest a guy needs. Anyway, enjoy yourself, man.
You take care, brother. Thanks for calling. Yeah, I agree with him. Crosses, man. Anyway, being a body with Ral, I officially done with Ral there. Ral, you have a good life, sir. You something wrong and say it in the memory. Who is this? Tawana Green, are you saying that your party, the PPP, do not discriminate against black people? Tawana Green, I'm saying this. Based on what I've seen, Afro-Guyanese have been having more opportunities under the PPP. Based on what I've heard PNC persons scream about discrimination and allegations of marginalization. But when you say, okay, you're saying this, show me. Give me an example. Bring it forward. It is usually some personal case that they have or nothing at all in most instances. So again, I'll say Tawana Green. We said what we're saying. Please acknowledge you got it. Let me see. Let me see where you send Ral. I like to be transparent. Today we can go a little late, people. People's National Congress. What's this Ral sent to me? Open. Sorry, hold on, Ral. That far to my other phone. Hold on. Let me show you what Ral sent me here. All right. What is this, Ral? PPP injustice against people in Peters Hall. So Ral don't even know what blasted area he talking about. That's the first darn thing, right? That's the first thing. This, well, hold Ral, I'm putting it on the screen. I want people to see the foolishness that you proffer into them. This, oh God, some of these people, I don't know what to say about y'all. Okay. Right. So this is the video Ral just sent to me. Right? This is the video Ral just sent to me with two worries. Coretta McDonald, who tried to upset the whole teacher thing, and Elizabeth. This is the Elizabeth, the girl at the church, the alleged church service, was talking to give her a minute to talk about politics. And you see the old house in the back there? That's the old house that David Patterson, Ral Blackman, overvalued. And if I'm not mistaken, Ral Blackman, one of the persons that David Patterson overvalued their house, the court dropped it back. So the amount of money that the government was paying, the government is now paying less based on the court evaluation. No, that's not the court evaluation. Based on the outcome of the matter. Right? Let me hear what they're saying, Ral. Let me hear what they're saying. Most likely it's stupidness, but let me listen.
We're going to walk about in the Peters Hall area. We're in the back street, and we've been interacting, myself, MP, and some other comrades. I've been interacting with the residents of the affected area where the bridge will be built. And so the house in the back here has been given the valuation based on Patterson's valuation, where the government gave them a substantial amount of monies to be removed, while the other houses around have not been given that amount. They want to give them the government valuation, which is far lower. And I want to say...
So my first question to Ral is, why in the blood clot name Patterson valuation higher than everything? Look at that blasted house, Ral. Look at that house, Ral. Some of y'all for real? Y'all realize the only people in this area here that refuse to move are going on based on an evaluation given by an opposition member of parliament who is looking to stymie progress in this country. Morning. Go ahead, caller.
The building where they're showing in Peters Hall, the Fredericks want to go to court with the government to remove. Refuse to move I-Barn and go to Peters Hall. That building is a very, very old building. It was there before I-Barn in the 60s. Wow. It's Fredericks. You hear me? I-Barn go in front. She always wait. She last brother and me go to school. They just met in front of the house.
Right.
Right? It's an old building. Them the thing make in the 50s. I just one line underneath that downstairs.
So you
I bought 1965.
So you just see when all them fruit trees the lady want the government get your back being growing.
Yes.
Thanks for calling.
You hear me?
Yes.
So don't bother with Vashti Frederick's name.
Gotcha, Auntie.
Later. Bye.
You see, the people know your story. So could you imagine everybody else in the area got a valuation that accept them move on? Many of the houses that were valued were in way better condition. Y'all remember that lady who Sherrod Duncan interviewed and how unreasonable she wanted the government to give she fully grown fruit trees with fruits on it? You remember the request she made? Y'all remember? And Ral sending me this foolishness. He didn't even know what area he talking. He telling me mucker. And I want to know which Indian man with house and What we're all talking about in Mocha, not knowing it's Peter's Hall. You understand? Not knowing it's Peter's Hall. And mind you, Raul, mind you, on a show previously, I called the amount that the government was offering that woman for a house. And I think it was around $30-something million, Raul. The government of Guyana. What a blood clot you want more than that for that worries? What nonsense you're telling people? The government was offering 30+ million for her house. She want fruit tree put back. She want this, she want the, a set of foolishness. And mind you, the video that you sent here, I'm absolutely sure none of them mentioned what is the partisan evaluation. So let me hear how ridiculous it's ridiculous. And also say what is the government's evaluation. Give all the information, Raul. Don't run around like an idiot with half cocked and talking nonsense.
In the front street where the residents are talking how they cannot sleep because of the trucks running, carrying in.
You hear the retardedness, Raul? You hear the retardedness of Elizabeth? You hear how retarded that is retarded? Oh Christ, how the hell are they supposed to build a bridge? How in heaven's name they're supposed to build a bridge? The trucks that carry the stuff? What did we want? The trucks float wrong and get to the ground. There's the ignorance with some of them. You're calling me or you're calling you know the live? Morning.
Latrine, Nigel Hughes building and leave him there. We don't care for him and we shall maybe look at him for the future references.
Man, not even for that. Thanks for calling. You see, could you imagine? They are trying to make a big deal. Now, I understand the people saying, oh gosh, these trucks passing here, shaking up the house, the dust and the stuff. But Jesus Christ, Elizabeth and retarded, stupid Coretta McDonald, how long will that be? What's the purpose? Are the people just driving the trucks there for driving its sake and they ain't got nothing to do? Hey, Elizabeth, what's wrong with y'all? The people just driving it because they ain't got nothing to do with building a bridge. When the bridge done, the trucks got reason to pass there, Elizabeth. Y'all are so horrible, you know. Y'all are horrible people, including you, Raul Blackman, to bring up this foolishness. But government will rent some house to some man and building house to he. I actually want to look at the video to see the show with the house demand the building
stuff and so forth. And they are traumatized. They are traumatized.
We're traumatized by your idiocy, Elizabeth. We're traumatized at the level of your stupidity. That is traumatizing.
They want to move. It's not that they don't want development for the country.
Is 56 million. This can be, but this can only be one Guyana.
And again, so she claiming that this house, this man get 56 million. Oh Christ. And that is the difference, Raul. That is the difference between PNC allegations and PPP allegations. Right? That is the difference. If an MP from the PPP was making this assertion that this man get 50 how much million for the house and this lady getting underpaid for the house, receipts would have been produced. I mean, literally mean receipts as in a receipt of sale. Some evidence to the fact that this lady is paying this amount and this man is paying this amount for something worse. So all we have, Raul, just get off the live then, because I will never understand you. It's best to get off the live. So all we have is Coretta McDonald and Elizabeth Niles. I don't remember her last name. All we have is Elizabeth and Coretta making these claims that this man get this big amount of money. Do the groundwork and investigate. If you remember, all whilst in opposition, when the PPP opposition was making allegations against the government, they brought the evidence to the allegations. How you think we know about the $18 million and all them jiggery-poggery that are happening in the ministries, Ral? Because on Thursday, when the general secretary of that party sat down, he brought the evidence. He brought the evidence.
Say that. But MP, that's not even the fair thing. They didn't only offer this resident here who wasn't even living in the property 57 million. They also rented a property in Republic Nandi Park for him. In addition to that, they've already begun constructing a house for him. Right? Tell me.
So first of all, people, this house is a young professional house. And this is how lawless these people are. Ral, I could go and take a random photo of two houses and say that they're renting it for Elizabeth and Coretta McDonald. I am saying, sir, if you're making these sort of allegations, you got to come with something better. Carla, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
You know, this whole story about discrimination. When the African people generally don't get their way, they always have a discrimination. If they're working with you, you put a little pressure upon them, they run, they say you discriminate against them. If they got something and they're not qualified for it, and you try to help them, they say discrimination. And they always try to jump the line. And when you tell them the right thing, they run to somebody for discrimination. If the American people decide to run all over the place and talk about discrimination, what's going to happen in this country, right?
Yeah, well, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit because I think it's a mentality that was forced into people by the PNC. You understand me? So
Yeah,
if you notice, sooner something don't go the PNC way, there's pride, racism, and discrimination. So after people see enough for so long, they just start to follow the trend.
Yeah, but that happened after they started this thing, right? This thing started in 92. And so what happened now, they found out when they had a discrimination, they get into, they put pressure on the system and the people got to help them. And so they get into, when they got to get into now, it becomes commonplace. If you want to go to a man, you want a discrimination, you got people got to help you. You know, continue to help, man. That's exactly what's happening now.
Well,
Every time they have discrimination, got to help them.
I chalk it up
That's
to
why
bad
the
leadership.
government is forced to do that now.
I chalk it up to bad leadership on that side. You understand? And people just doing what they see. So if somebody who determines Elizabeth and Coretta as their leader, if that is their cry, they can follow the leaders, and that's where it's coming from. You understand?
And in addition to that, if people feel that the government got enough money, so you put pressure for the government, they got to pay. And if they don't pay, you go to the leader, and the leader all over the place.
Yeah, well, that we know that's the operation in the PNC. Ask ridiculous things, and when you don't get it, go in the road and holler that it's because you're Afro-Guyanese, that's why you can't get it and protest and behave bad.
Yes. And guess what happened now? That house when it costs about $20 million, they go want $100 million. And I bet you that the government is going to pay them. Watch it out.
Let me see. Thanks for calling. I actually want to go and look for this house. Ral, if you know this house, then please send me a message. Let me go and talk to the people at the house and find out. Right?
Republic Nandi Park for him. In addition to that, they've already begun constructing a house for him, right?
So here no man. Here what? No, I don't know about the rental property. I will definitely have to look into that. Right? I will definitely have to look in that. I don't know anything about the rental property. So I will definitely be checking on that. Listen, Nandi Park. Ral, if you got the street name, send it to me. Let me go and find out from the people. Secondly, Ral, if you don't know, let me inform you. Right? Could it be that the gentleman that this house that you have here, that you're alleging is being built for, opted for a young professional home? Ral, could you say to us, Who builds young professional homes in Guyana? Ral, could you say to us, if any Guyanese, let me put aside the man in Eccles. If I want a young professional, if you want a young professional, who builds the house, Ral? Who builds the house, Ral? So even if indeed that this is the man's house, and he opted for a young professional house, and remember he getting this place, so I guess you're gonna move you up the line because he living in Eccles, allegedly. They said he living in the country. You're moving him here. He up for a young professional. Look what Ral said. Who pays is the better question. For the people who own young professional houses, yeah, damn well I know who paying for it. What's wrong with this buy? What's wrong with this buy? I can tell you the back story, but Ral, for your information, the government builds young professional homes. Plain and simple. Not the person who would have applied for it. The government builds it. When it's done build, you move in, and that is it. Right? I can check on the rental property. I can check on it, Ral, and let me see if indeed that's the man. Let me go back to what you're talking about. Ral take up the other half of the show.
No, Messenger, them people that make sense. I'm gonna share you never mind, never see any one of them. Never see none of them. Never see none of them. Why when the first boss come down, put down here, they come. Look how these people have been. We could continue going through and see the shock match. Ignorance. Who feels it knows it is not ignorant. Who feels it knows it. You're never gonna see these people behind there. Look how these people have been. Look, Adam said people that been grade up the house. That's what Mr. Adam said to people them. Well, MP have proved enough people. We went. You tell the people that me are greater than people house, Mr. Adams. You tell people them look how the people living. Look how they living. Yeah, never come here before. Never come here before. Because MP best husband, one best of factory, but the same level should come here to represent.
See, you hear why they reach in there. It is alleged that MP Best's husband is expanding his business. MP Best's husband is alleged that he's expanding his trucking business. So he's moving from trucking and cement blocks to some kind of big business in the back of Mocha there.
Better people out, Mr. Adam. You can't engage the minister. Any minister do it right now, and they do it right now. You can't engage the minister. The minister do it right now. But engage the minister. These people squatting says and the AP and you. When Adam thing and move them. Says and the AP.
You understand what I'm trying to show y'all? So since then, Adam's income, Nima flew best income, nothing to regularize the people. Now the people getting started out. Nima swoop down on the people on the land there.
And you, these people squatting, so don't tax stubbornness. Don't tax stubbornness, yes. These people squatting since then. Since 2014, people come over here. What you know? Since then, these people squatting. Hello, that's mushing and work. Adams can't stop no mushing from working my name. Look how y'all living is. They will say come in your house. Look how these people living.
Could you imagine the government sending an excavator to clear up the place? Adams is a councillor. The guy in the brown shirt is a councillor. The one in the vest with the cut off arms, that's the chairman. And the one in the green dress, that's Nemo flew best. So the government sending an excavator here to clear up this place so that the people feel safe. You understand? And they come in to stop that. Things that they don't even do for their own community. You're all seeing this?
Look how these people living. Look, man, that's move from the south. Every 2 weeks. Move from next to me. Move from here. people live. Look how people live. You look at it, I can't operate the machine. I want to go in the town. I want to walk it. For clear down the place, because look how the people that live in. Look how the people live in.
So the operator there willing to war and the NDC chair and a councillor and the Maflubes come to stop the operation. That's the only time they show up, when things happening for people. When your life is getting better, the PNC shows up to find out why and to revert it back to what it was. That's what people can understand. They have no interest in you. And they have people like Royal Blackmon who will come and distract me from what we're doing. You understand me? Distract me from what we're doing. Just like, could you imagine Coretta go to where those squatters were on by the Heroes Highway and had the PNC representative, the thick young lady, and the Rolling Stone hollering, but oh, their lives are disrupted till now. Why y'all didn't take the government lot? Why you didn't take the government lot? Who decide for you life to be disrupted right now? You decide that you fall in a party. Who in get you a legitimate lot, in regularize you, say you are on ancestral land, and in give you not a piece of document from the ancestors saying that it is so. Not a document from the ancestors saying that it is so. This is your land, come on it, stay on it. Nobody can move you. I will listen. I gotta show y'all when Nima through living, you know. Because trust me, it is nothing compared to what these Guyanese are going through in her own community. In her own community. If I'm not mistaken, Nima flew best property that's run from one street straight over to the next one. You could get it from any end. The black building and the truck park, where she's parked the multiple trucks she has in the back, and in the front is where the house is. Somebody showed me the property from the back. It's long. I was supposed to go and get that footage and show y'all the difference. Look with this person here on the screen and look with Nima there. Where is the people ground, Nima? The FIFA standard ground that your husband was supposed to and others were supposed to build, Nima? Where is the ground? If y'all didn't build it, give back the money. Nobody didn't ask for a fence. They asked for a football facility at FIFA standards. I know I had something else to show y'all. You know, I lapsed. There was so much things this morning. This video threw me off. This morning. Anyway, let my life run by the time I look for what I want to show you. Just continue listening here.
Just imagine, look how these people live in. Look how they live in. And
for clean.
when the same ex-offender with the man finally killed with Adam 17, used to tell people pay people money. When Nima husband go right behind the same Mr. Land for go bill, he said for a picture with you right there. So me know what's trouble that she talking. She have to come here and some people living. Bobby, you got time for word, a stupid man. Look how much children living behind there, snake that never come before. Look how these people living behind there, watch. Look how people living behind there. Now the machine clean the trash, watch. Look.
We understand that down in there and
hello, ASN I don't know NDC. ASN I don't know NDC don't talk shit.
we just tell me that in front of it.
You understand? The people done with them at the stupidness. But could you imagine the squatting area and he trying to tell people that the squatting area and over to the NDC? The NDC manager squatting now. Look.
Indians are one. Yes, he said he is stopping you from billing. And this man, this sensey man, and MP best to tell me is a dunce. I don't know why she don't educate the chairman and mucker. You should educate the he tell people must go mucker NDC and apply for land. Who got the NDC and apply for land? Look, he tell people got the NDC and apply for land. How could you get the NDC and apply for land? Use housing. Use housing.
You see the corruption thing I know with. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be good Guyanese. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races.